I think we're live. My hair goes that way. Oh, I know how hair works. Um, hey guys, what's going on? I think you guys can hear me. I hope you guys can hear me. Let's see here. I want to hear my own voice, but I'm not. Oh, there we go. Cool. Um, cool. How's it going? Um, let's get a bit of background music. I'm can't believe that I missed this. Um, uh, um, actually, no, we don't need music. Because we're gonna be talking and watching a lot of videos. So, hi guys, how's it going? I figured today, Friday, would be a great day to kind of do a little recap on the world. Oh, I don't want you guys hearing that yet. Sorry about that. Oh, you guys are gonna need to hear the browser. All right. Um, so today it is Friday, February 3rd, and we're gonna start the stream with a little recap of what's been going on in the week. All of the big news stories as well as YouTube stuff. I am yet to watch the Mr. Beast cures 1,000 people's blindness. I know that there's a lot of controversy around that, which I think is really stupid. So we're gonna watch that video and react to it, and then I'm gonna talk about the how do you say it? Oh, what's it called? Like talk about the controversy and see what people are saying. Um, I also need to make sure that my stream audio is working because OBS just gave me an alert that it is not receiving any audio, which could be pretty problematic. I don't know about you guys, but I like my audio to be heard. 1 second. All right, yeah, no. OBS is just dumb and doesn't know what it's talking about. Um, so let's get into it, and we're gonna start off by talking about uh, pretty much just gonna use CNN because I'm lazy. The top 5 things to know for February 3rd, starting with the Arctic blast that I'm currently trying to survive. Um, it's currently 13 degrees outside, and it's gonna go down to like negative 18, I believe. Negative a lot. Yeah, we're supposed to hit negative 10 around 7:30 tonight, so I'm not looking forward to that, but
Have
like
across the
I
deep
don't think
south,
anyone
particularly throughout
is.
central Texas. This is the scene coming out of Austin, and this is what we get when a shallow, dense layer of cold air below freezing settles into the surface of the earth. Precipitation falls through a warmer column just a few hundred feet above that, so it's in the liquid variety, but as it reaches the ground, it freezes with everything on contact, including the roads, including the runways at the airports, including trees, as well as electrical lines. We've had over 400 reports of ice and sleet stretching across more than a dozen states. Much of this centered across Texas and into Oklahoma as well as
These are so
Arkansas.
bad.
Look at these
We're not
impressive
watching this in
ice
full screen.
totals. In Fisher, Texas, we saw 3/4 of an inch of ice. And
I
dark
thought this
without,
was for the
these will
East
expire through the
Coast.
causing treacherous, very cold Arctic
yeah,
air. In
here
fact,
we
some of
go.
the coldest
So, like,
air
this is
that we're
what's
talking
affecting
about
me.
is an very, very tricky travels for the next several hours. The other big story that we're talking about is an epic once-in-a-generation event across the northern New England region this weekend. Very cold Arctic air.
Once
In
in a
fact, some of the
generation.
coldest air in the entire northern hemisphere. That's going to settle in to places like Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, and to a lesser extent upstate New York and into Massachusetts as well. These are not typos. Some of these wind chill values will rival some of the cold air outbreaks of 1982, 1988. Further south into Boston and New York City, this will be some of the coldest air that you've experienced in about a 5-year period. So very cold Arctic blasts. Prepare yourself for this. The good news out of this, I guess the sliver of hope, is that this will be a short-lived Arctic blast of air. We'll start to moderate our temperatures by.
See, I grew up. Spent my high school years in northern New Hampshire, right? Like we're talking like the White Mountains. So I kind of find it hard to believe that, like, I mean, sure, it's cold, but I remember I used to work at I don't know if how many of you guys ski, but Cannon Mountain. There's a bar there, and I used to work there. And there were a couple nights like working there that I would come out and my phone would say it's like -5. So -18 is like, yeah, it's bad, but I don't know. That's just kind of my take on it. I did see that Mount Washington with wind chill is supposed to like almost get to -90, which is kind of crazy. Um, and I mean, just kind of stay safe. I know in Boston here, we like they're keeping the trains in the tunnels tonight. They stopped all the work on the summer tunnel. Um, and all of the homeless shelters have opened up and are adding more capacity at the moment. So, uh, hopefully, a lot of people aren't going to die, but please be careful the next couple days, guys, if you live in New England, because there is a very good chance that a lot of people are going to freeze to death this weekend. And as scary and fucked up as that is to say, because we're living in a end time capitalist society and like freezing to death should not be something that we have to worry about, but sadly there is a population that does. So just be smart, wear clothes, don't go outside if you don't need to. If you live up there, like negative temperatures like this are no joke. It's a bad time. And I mean, the South are also struggling with that deadly ice storm. And I mean, we all know that when Texas gets an eighth of an inch of snow, the entire state shuts down because no one there knows how to fucking drive. But, yeah. All right. Next story that we need to know about is the spy balloon that I woke up this morning to hearing about. From what I've read so far, there is a solar powered air balloon that we believe is Chinese, and we're not sure if it's a spy plane or a spy balloon or what, but it's over the US right now, and we're not going to shoot it down because of the risk it poses by crashing. But let's see what the story says. Tracking a Chinese high-altitude surveillance balloon floating above the northern U.S. It's currently traveling at an altitude well above commercial air traffic and does not present a military or physical threat to people on the ground. That is per Brigadier General Patrick Ryder on Thursday. And senior military officials have advised President Biden not to shoot it down because the balloon is about 3 buses in size, and they fear that falling debris could pose safety risk to civilians. They're also confident that the balloon belongs to the People's Republic of China, and although its current flight path carries it over a number of sensitive sites, officials say not to worry. So, I mean, it could be malicious spying, it could be anything. We know it's Chinese in nature, but we don't know per se if it is actually a spy balloon. It could just be a weather balloon that got lost. I mean, there's no real way to control weather balloons, but it's probably a spy. Let's see what CNN has to say.
We are hearing directly from China after surprising reports that
Oh,
a
China
suspected
addressed the
Chinese
reports.
spy
Okay.
balloon is floating over the northern U.S. The Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson addressed the situation a short time ago, saying they're aware of the reports and will have more in a live report from Beijing in just a moment. But a senior U.S. defense official says the Pentagon is confident this surveillance balloon belongs to China. The U.S. has been tracking it for a few days and says it entered Montana via Canada. We've been hearing that it does not pose a serious risk, but it is traveling near sensitive sites. And people living in the Billings, Montana area definitely noticed something strange in the sky. Listen to this.
There's the moon, right? And then there's that. What planet is that?
Yo, that would be so
That's
creepy.
the moon. It's a little fuzzy out here, and it's a kind of a cruddy phone, but it's slightly overcast. But what the heck is that? That's not the sun, and according to my little planet guide, it's not a planet. What the heck is that? Any help would be appreciated.
The military and White House say there are no plans to shoot down the balloon. It's traveling at a very high altitude, well above commercial air traffic, but the balloon is near a potential target for Chinese espionage, intercontinental ballistic missiles located in Montana. CNN Beijing Bureau Chief Stephen Zhang joins me now. And Stephen, we just got reaction from Beijing to this. What are they saying?
Before I hear what China says about it, I wonder why they haven't like we shouldn't shoot it down, but why can't we like intercept it, right? Like why couldn't we just pull it out of the air? Like I mean, I'm sure that's easier said than done, but like couldn't we catch it somehow or intercept it? Do like a controlled fall? I don't know if we have that capacity. I feel like we would. Like why couldn't we just send a plane up there and like attach something? Or I guess that's too high up for helicopters, isn't it? So interesting. I don't actually know how we would be able to take that balloon out of the sky. Maybe with our own balloon. Like maybe if we sent a balloon up and got the balloon to hook on and then popped their balloon and it fell, and like we could use our balloon to make it a controlled fall. But also, I don't know if we want to knock out a Chinese spy thing because, like, sure, it's over the U.S., but what's that going to mean with our relationship with China?
Yeah, Kim, I just came back from the Foreign Ministry's daily briefing where I asked them 3 questions about this alleged Chinese spy balloon. What's interesting is the spokeswoman did not deny the balloon belongs to China outright. Instead, she gave this rather vague answer, as you can see on your screen. She said, "We are aware of reports of the balloon and are trying to understand the circumstances and verify the details of the situation. I'd like to stress that before it becomes clear what happened, any deliberate speculation or hyping up would not help the handling of the matter." She added, "China is a responsible country. We act in accordance with international law, and we have no intention of violating other countries' airspace. We hope relevant parties would handle the matter in a cool-handed way." So this rather muted response seemed to give some credence to the analysis by some U.S. experts that the revelation of this balloon was deliberate on the part of some U.S. officials to really put the Chinese on the back foot ahead of the Blinken Blinken visit to allow the secretary to really address this issue with them more directly, to confront them, to basically tell them what the U.S. knows
Sorry,
and what the
Tate
U.S. would
is
like to
going
see
crazy at
Chinese
something.
do. But it's also interesting that when I and other reporters asked the foreign ministry spokeswoman about if this revelation would have any impact on this planned high-stakes visit, she dodged the question, simply saying she has no information or updates to announce. But the timing of this, of course, is what makes this very delicate and also potentially highly consequential, because it really complicates things at a time when both governments, at least publicly, are saying they're trying to reset or at least stabilize this increasingly contentious relationship.
Oh, okay. So that cut off, but I guess yeah. What he was saying there, if you guys missed it, one of the major concerns at the moment is Blinken is about to go to China for some sort of uh, diplomatic meeting, and this could be kind of bad because, I mean, if they're spying on us, that's not very good for diplomacy. But I do want to know. Um, Does the USA own the air above it? Air rights. I don't know why. Okay, I need to worry about that, I think. Oh my god, stop. I don't care, Malwarebytes. I'm about to turn you off. Sorry, that was annoying me. Yeah, fuck you. Specific federal oh my god, stop. I don't care. I hate Malwarebytes sometimes. Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna bother reading that. Sorry, but pretty much we own the air. Okay, so this story I kind of want to cover two parts here, because there is also this that has just come out, which is a Russian soldier. I'm pretty sure he was like a higher ranking officer. He wasn't just like a common soldier. Um, Pretty much he refused. He did a campaign in Ukraine, and then he refused to go back to Ukraine, and now he fled, and I think he's outside of Russia. But that kind of ties in with number 3 on this list, which is everything going on in Ukraine. As I'm sure many of you guys are aware, just last week the U.S. committed to sending 31 or 32 Abrams tanks to Ukraine, which about a year ago, in January of 2022, Biden said that we would not be doing that. And then a year later, he switched his thing and pretty much decided that we're going to full send US grade military gear to Ukraine. And now we're expected to spend another $2.2 billion that we don't have. The US does not have this money. Let's just be clear here. Like $2.2 billion is a lot of money that could be used for other things. Now, that's not saying I'm not in support of the Ukraine war. I fully support Ukraine, and what Russia is doing is horrible and is not okay in any sense. But I do think it is a little absurd that we are spending $2.2 billion on long range ballistic missiles for Ukraine. I mean, if we follow this story here, the package announced on Friday would split $500 million in weapons and equipment pulled directly from the U.S. inventories and approximately $1.7 billion in supplies to be purchased from military contractors. So they're going to take about $500 million out of worth of weapons and supplies out of the U.S.'s current reserves. That's fine. We already have so much shit. We don't need it. But 1.7 billions of supplies purchased from military contractors. I mean, ground launched small diameter bombs fired from a HIMAR rocket launcher. So we're going to be sending HIMAR rocket launchers, ammunition, HIMARS, support systems, and equipment for Patriot's missile systems. So it's things that we already knew were going to get sent, but now it's just a little crazy. I just kind of hope Russia backs out of Ukraine soon. So, going back, the missiles will double the effective range of Ukrainian weaponry, which is about 90 miles in range, which means that Ukraine will now be able to take a more offensive stance, which in the past Russia has said will be an escalation if we were to send this sort of stuff. So it will be interesting to see what happens once this stuff is actually on the ground in Ukraine and if it will ever actually happen. Because, I mean, you don't just come up with this type of stuff overnight. It's going to take weeks, if not months, to get all of this stuff together, and then even potentially more weeks or more months to get it to Ukraine securely and safely. I mean, I hope for the best, but I think we're investing a lot of money in a war that could be over by the time we get those tanks there. Like, if Russia just decides to full send, which I hope to God they don't, but so the Abrams tanks will be joined by the German-made Leopard 2 tanks, and yeah, it says here, I already touched on this, the U.S. will contract with weapon manufacturers. It could take weeks or months while the war drags on. And they're expecting that the package could be announced today. So we'll keep up to date with that. And if there is more updates during stream, I'll let you guys know. If not, this video, this little clip will be going on YouTube, and there'll be more information in the pinned comment. Kherson is a ghost town. We're going to move on. Number 4, tobacco ban. So, I don't know about you guys. In college, I used to jewel tobacco, nicotine. I never really got into it. I just smoke a lot of weed. I don't even really drink anymore. But, So, pretty much a CDC survey has determined that 40%? No. More. A poll. Okay, let's try this poll. Support for policies to prohibit the sale of menthol cigarettes and all tobacco products among adults in 2021. Let's just, so they go over all of this, and this will be in the description if you guys want to read it yourself. But, pretty much they found that 62.3% of adults supported policy to prohibit the sale of menthol cigarettes. This was broken down by sex, 59.5% of men and 65% of women. And then by education, it was 57.4% of adults with a high school diploma or less, and 68.7% of adults with a college degree or higher. So that kind of shows that there is a correlation between level of education and understanding of how dangerous tobacco products can be. They also break it down by household incomes and stuff. And I find that kind of interesting because cigarettes are really, really expensive. Like, I think I've bought one pack of cigarettes in my life, and it wasn't even for myself. It was for one of my friends who used to smoke, and like we were just buying a bunch of stuff, and I just paid for them. And like a pack of cigarettes was like $18. Now these might have been nice cigarettes, I don't know, but like that's expensive. I don't have $18. I mean, even if you buy cheaper cigarettes, some people go through multiple packs a day. That's a lot of money. But pretty much, this study and the report has been showing that cigarette smoking is on the decline, and there is an increasing amount of support to outright ban the sale of them, which I think wouldn't be a bad thing. If they want to ban menthol and flavored cigarettes, we could, and maybe I'll make a different video on this, but we could get into the fact that menthol cigarettes were systematically targeted at African American and Black communities because, fuck, I forget why they were. It's menthol cigs targeted at Black communities. Yeah, so I just wanted to make sure I'm right, but there is a lot of information supporting the fact that tobacco industries have specifically targeted young Black communities with menthol cigarettes. I believe menthol cigarettes were originally marketed as being a healthier alternative to straight cut tobacco cigarettes, but I, again, don't know a lot about it, so I don't want to talk as though I know what I'm talking about, except that is exactly what I am doing. Menthol is the last allowed flavor in cigarettes, and it makes smoking easier to start and harder to quit. The additive can mask the harshness, and irritation of tobacco, making cigarettes more appealing to young people. So, if you guys don't know, menthol is, I believe it's like a mint flavoring, and it pretty much like the cooling mint helps to make it not hurt. Because if you've ever smoked a cigarette, that shit hurts. Like, your lungs hurt after smoking those. At least my lungs do. I mean, I could smoke like 3 or 4 bowls and my lungs are fine. I could smoke one cigarette and I feel like I need an inhaler. It is also estimated that a study published in 2021 estimated that menthol cigarette bans in the U.S. could prevent up to 650,000 premature deaths over the next 40 years. So, premature death means dying before you should. Dying of preventable causes. Like, pretty much smoking cigarettes makes you live less. Like, you're going to die sooner if you smoke cigarettes. So don't smoke cigarettes. It's that simple. Finally, a really weird one, because I think all of my fellow weed users, marijuana enthusiasts, have all used eye drops in the past. Visine is our best friend. And it came out that the FDA has a recall on Ursary Care due to a possible contamination. This was released on Thursday by the FDA, and it comes after the CDC it was investigating 55 reports of an infection in 12 states that may be linked to the products. Some cases resulted in permanent vision loss or hospitalization, and one person died. We're talking about eye drops, guys. Like the things that you put in your eyes when they're itchy or you don't want to have red eyes from, like, it's killing people and it's making them go blind. And they were sold online across the U.S. in multi-dose bottles. And pretty much the FDA has said you should stop using them. They're going to make you go blind, and just don't use them. So if you've bought anything from Esri Care, specifically eye drops, I'd throw that shit out and go buy some normal-ass Visine. But, here's the most important thing. Talking about permanent vision loss. One of the biggest stories from this week has to be Mr. Beast and his 1,000 blind people see for the first time video. Now, I don't know if any of you guys have seen this video. I mean, I'm sure you have because it has 79 million views in 5 days. That's more than 10 million views a day. I'm yet to watch it, but I want to watch it because it has caused a lot of controversy about not necessarily Mr. Beast. I don't think a lot of people are mad at him per se, but the American healthcare system. Because as we all know, the best way to get healthcare is to have a job that offers healthcare for you to buy. And even then, most of the time, it's shitty. Some states, like Massachusetts, I'm very lucky because we have a very robust open healthcare system in which you can purchase private health insurance for fairly cheap through the state. Other people are not as lucky. A lot of people don't have health insurance. And even those who have health insurance, their health insurance won't pay for surgeries like this because it is considered non-life threatening. So, we have to start relying on people like Jimmy Dawson, how do you say what is his name? Jimmy Donaldson. Yeah, I was right. All right. I'm not going insane. We got to rely on Jimmy to help people see from something that is, to my understanding, a 10 to 20 minute operation for them to have a significant impact on their day-to-day life. And most of these will not be covered by insurance. So you have to pay out of pocket. And I was looking just for a little bit of information before we start the video. And standard cataract surgery for out of pocket can range from $3,000 to $5,000 per eye. So you're looking at $6,000 to $10,000 to have cataracts removed from both of your eyes. Yet, in worst cases, it can be anywhere from $4,000 to $6,000 per eye. So we're talking about a range of about $6,000 to $12,000 for cataract surgery. Now, Medicare will cover cataract surgery, and most private insurance will cover these too, if you have good health insurance. But a lot of people don't have health insurance. So, enter Mr. Beast. Let's watch this video. It's only 8 minutes, and let's see how it goes. Also, shout out to Mr. Beast making this content. And we all well know that he could make this shit in 4K 60 FPS, but for some reason, he shows that you don't need to upload anything past 1080p 30 FPS. This is, so like, quality of the video matters more than image quality.
Video, we're curing 1,000 people's blindness. It's gonna be crazy. Most of us see the world like this. But here's the thing, 200 million people see the world like this. But I just made it one less.
Oh. Wow.
She's just
so
one
wholesome.
of 1,000 blind people we help from around the world.
They can't see, but we have all the technology to fix it.
Yeah, half of all the blindness in the world is people who need a 10-minute surgery.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I see everybody. Oh, I can see clear. I can jump for joy.
Yes, I can see your face, I can see your face, I can see your face.
If you're wondering how the surgery allows people to see again, it's because the lens in their eye got so cloudy that they can't see through it. So the surgeon uses a tiny vacuum to suck up the clouded lens.
Whoa, it's sucking.
And replace it with an artificial one. The surgery is that simple. They can see again.
Like, this is so, it's so wholesome.
You pay for my surgery?
Yes?
Seriously?
You know what? Here's $10,000 to make your day even better. Is she okay? We're gonna go fix more people's eyesight. She's squeezing hard.
And we're just getting started. We still have 980 lives left to change.
Like, not only is he paying for their surgery, guys, he's also giving other people gifts. Like, imagine if you, even with insurance, if you couldn't afford this, think about how much your life would change. Just think about that, guys. Think in the beginning when you saw how they showed what cataract looks like to see the world through cataracts. Just don't take your vision for granted, because you never know what might happen, and you never want to live in a society that requires things like Mr. Beast to have to be the one to help fix. Okay, wait, we're getting copyrighted. So we're gonna have to.
I've never seen it before. Well, I had night blindness. I couldn't.
All right, so no more audio, but here we're just gonna skip around a little bit.
Wow, you are pretty, ain't you?
What's it like? What do you see?
Blur.
How long have you not been able to work for?
4 months.
Did
All
you
right,
hear
this
about
is
the
fine. This is
Kansai
fine. We're
teaching
gonna
you
get
couldn't
copyrighted. I
control
don't care.
people?
I'm gonna need anesthetic soon.
Oh man, no cloudiness, no blurriness.
Oh, it's perfect.
Now, what's it like?
I can see everything.
I don't need these.
Our next patient is Charlie.
You're not able to read any of this text on the TV?
No, it's an E or something, I think.
He won't know he won 10 grand until after his surgery. I can't wait to see his reaction. Charlie sees everything like this, and it's made him and his family's life extremely difficult.
I was a cashier. My eyes was getting so bad I couldn't see how much the money to give back. I just want to get my vision back so I can go back to work.
You're gonna be
See, this
really
guy wasn't
happy
able to
after this
work.
surgery.
Like,
We'll see after it.
Trust me, you will see.
When patients go into surgery, there's a chance that they can get their life back. And for Charlie, if the surgery goes well, he can go back to work.
What's it like?
Oh, wow.
All right, let's see if he can read it now. What does this say?
You just won $10,000.
Here you go.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, sir.
It feels good.
Like,
I didn't
this
think
is
I'd
so
ever be able to see
wholesome.
it again.
Thank you all so much.
I don't want to lose none of it.
I'll hold on to it.
Oh no, I'll hold on to it.
Donnie, Dr. Nolan,
He's not really a doctor. He's a fool.
do you need any help?
Wow.
And that just haven't been me for the last 62 years. I can actually see your face.
That's crazy.
that man was blind for 62 years, and Mr. Beast just gave him however many years left with eyesight.
Here, I can read this.
When you come out of the surgery, what's the first thing that you're excited to see?
My son, he's been my rock through all of this.
Before the operation, you mentioned the first thing you wanted to see was your son.
Seeing him, seeing his face, that's what I miss, you know.
You're gonna make me cry.
Yo, you imagine seeing the sun? He sees the sun. Yo, you're an ugly motherfucker.
There you go.
Like, he sees his, oh shit. Like, no offense to the son, but the guy's just like, yo, you're ugly as shit.
Go.
Don't cry.
I can see everybody's facial features now. It's a little blurry with my tears coming out.
How's it going?
Okay.
People like this kid.
For like 11 years.
This
Really?
kid's like,
Oh my
what, maybe
gosh.
20?
Jeremiah has been blind in his right eye since he was born, and it's affected his vision his entire life.
Are you excited to be able to see out of both?
Like,
Hopefully, if the surgery goes that way.
Because Jeremiah was born with cataracts, his right eye never received light, and that means that this surgery only has a 50% chance of working.
I think we go ahead and get it underway, and then we'll just talk post-op.
And while Jeremiah's surgery was underway, I met another young man named Satchel.
Did they tell you I was going to be here?
No.
Good.
He had poor vision from birth and almost lost his entire vision after a go-karting accident.
All I see is like blur and color. I can barely see like the shapes.
Obviously, you can't drive, right?
No, I cannot.
And this is the real reason why we're doing this. Blindness can take away parts of your life.
And you know, I want to drive. Since I can't drive, I'm just at home.
Good luck. We'll see you after the procedure.
I'm pretty sure he gives this kid a Tesla.
To drive after this procedure fixes his eyesight. So I'll see you at the end of the video when we surprise him with a brand new Tesla.
But
Yeah.
first, let's see if Jeremiah's surgery was successful.
Let's do this. How'd it go?
Good.
Yeah, are you excited?
Like, how this kid's gonna, I'm gonna cry. Like,
Take your time, no pressure.
Everything looks so more clear.
Yeah. To make this day even more special, since you're about to graduate high school and go to college, we wanted to give you $50,000 to put towards college.
I didn't even think this was real. Like I'm waiting to wake up. Oh my god.
wait, it's
Now
bringing a
let's
tear
check
to
in
my
and see
eye.
how Satchel's surgery went.
Oh wow, okay. So we got hit with a copyright for the audio, but that's fine. Let's see. My stream has been temporarily blocked. Well, um, that's rude of you, YouTube. Why is my stream temporarily blocked? I'm not playing anything copyrighted. So, if they're gonna be like that, I guess we'll just talk about it. Pretty much, like, everyone is saying that Mr. Beast is exploiting people for personal financial gain. And it's an interesting argument because, like, yes, I'm sure the amount of money that Mr. Beast makes off of that video will be more than the potential cost, because we determined that even on the highest end, it's about 12 million. It's about $12,000 out of pocket if you do not have insurance, right? And let's say he did 1,000 people at that much money. That's 1,000, 100,000. That's 120. Wait, no, that's 1,000 million. That's $12 million. So I'm sure he didn't spend that much money on all of these people's surgeries, but he would still make more money, right? So let's say he spent 12 million, which is grossly, he probably spent close to, I'd say, let's give him, if he spent $5,000 per surgery on 1,000 people, that's 5 mil, right? So let's say he spent $5 million on this. Sure, he might make more money, but we don't know. We don't know. And does it really matter? Like, yeah, he might be making money off of the he might be making money off of this, but he does so much philanthropy work. I bet you all of the money off of this video is probably going to go back into the video. And you also have to account that, like, yeah, he gave away more than just the surgery. He gave away four Teslas, $50,000, and a bunch of $10,000 gifts. So, I mean, it's just kind of like, and then I think Mr. Beast himself actually described it the best. Twitter, rich people should help others with their money. Mr. Beast, okay, I'll use my money to help people, and I promise to always to give away all my money before I die, every single penny. Twitter, Mr. Beast bad. And I mean, I don't think it's performative altruism. I think that Mr. Beast is honestly a 1 in a billion person, maybe a 1 in 5 billion person. I don't think anyone else has ever been given the opportunity that Mr. Beast has, and no one has ever been put in the position where they can do what he does. Because we don't know the ins and outs of his system. We don't know what he's doing. He honestly, like, for all we know, he could be taking all the money he makes off of that video and just putting it forward into the next thing. Like, we don't know. So I feel like for a lot of people on Twitter and stuff to just start calling him a performative altruist, and like, I don't know. I don't want to get into a tangent on it, but it's just like, yeah, it's just something else, guys, because like, why hate on Mr. Beast? He's helping people. That's what really matters. At the end of the day, just helping other people. And maybe we should think about that too. So moving on from the news stuff, we're gonna look at this Russian guy. This kind of cool story if you guys want to go listen to it yourselves. But the other big story for this week is Netflix. Pretty much Netflix has updated that you will no longer be able to share your password with people outside of your household. And if people outside of your household are using the Netflix account, you're going to have to verify the device. Now, it doesn't seem that bad, except for all of the people who still use their parents' Netflix and have to rely on their parents for a time-sensitive code once a month. It seems like, if I'm understanding this right, your Netflix household is pretty much the people who live in the same location as the primary account owner. So if you don't live with that person, say like you're traveling or something, you'll have to verify the device by getting an email code, and then you'll have to put that in, and then the device verification will be required periodically. Now, we don't know if periodically is going to be once a day, once a week, once a month. I mean, I don't think it would be anything more or anything longer than once a month verification. So it will be interesting. And they're saying that as long as you're the primary account owner, you shouldn't have to verify the account. But it will be interesting to see because, like, we spend most of our time in our house here in Massachusetts, but like we do travel. So it'll be interesting to see how traveling works, because if I have to verify my account every time I travel outside of my house and I want to watch Netflix on the fucking train, I'm canceling my Netflix subscription. I'll find some other way to watch it. I'll pirate it. Fuck Netflix. Like their shows have been pretty mid anyway. I'd rather pay for HBO Max. Just saying. So there's that. What do you guys feel about that? Are you guys gonna pay? Because they've also changed the plans. So it seems as though they're trying to pretty much force the basic with ads down everyone's throats. Because, and you kind of get gimped, right? It's $6.99 a month with ads. And I think that that's just kind of absurd, because the Hulu plan pricing. Oh, no. I have to take that out. But like Hulu is is a lot cheaper. And so I have a premium Netflix account, right? And so now since I share it, we share it with my girlfriend's family. Are we all just gonna have to fucking I want to be able to watch shit in 4K. I don't want to have to get a standard and only be able to watch things in 1080p. Like, how? So now I'm gonna have to pay $40 a month instead, so that we get two. I feel like they should have a premium family that allows account sharing. Make it $25 a month. Make it $30 a month. Make it something. But have a plan that allows sharing, because this is just dumb. And honestly, it's going to drive people away from using Netflix. The other, we're kind of really jumping around here, is in streamer news, the ATM vertical plugin for OBS 29 Plus from everyone's favorite streamer, Harris Heller, aka Senpai Gaming and Stream Beats. I'm sure you guys know who he is. He has made a plugin for OBS that is actually really cool. I'm going to open up my OBS here to show you guys. It's going to be a little weird because of what it is, but why isn't... That's so weird. I have something on the screen and it's not showing. I'm literally like, I have an OBS panel right here. You guys can see I'm holding something and it's not showing it. Interesting. I can't show it to you guys. That's fine. But it's really cool. It adds a vertical to the side of your page, and pretty much it allows you to be recording horizontal and vertical content at the same time without having to go through and edit, which is going to be a game changer for shorts and stuff. You can also record just vertical content, and I think that that's really cool. Go check it out. I'll have this link in the description, and you can also pay for Atium item. I don't know how to say it. I'm bad at pronouncing things. Which is a premium service, but they have some really cool stuff. Their bots and stuff are faster than Twitch's bots. So I've seen this bot announce Twitch subscriptions before Twitch even announces Twitch subscriptions, which is really funny to see in chat. But yeah, so that's kind of it for the news portion. Hopefully you guys were enjoying that. But I just want to watch some videos and react to some stuff. So, this is Sunny V2's most intense arguments in Joe Rogan's history. I have never really watched Joe Rogan, but I love me some Sunny V2.
With almost 2,000 episodes of the Joe Rogan Experience, it's no surprise that there have been a couple of pretty heated arguments, and we're going to kick the video off by looking at one between Joe and a guest by the name of Candace Owens, who initiated the conflict after stating in a very smug way that humans don't need to care for the environment because climate change doesn't exist.
You don't think we have to care about the environment? Like, what do you...
No, not even a little bit. Like,
not even a little bit?
No. Okay, let me clarify this. I don't throw trash on the ground. Like, okay. I'm not saying like we need to like trash the environment, like but do I believe in climate change? No.
Joe pushed back on this initial statement by arguing that the topic was incredibly complex and that maybe Candace wasn't in a position to make this claim. Things became even worse when Jamie brought up a website to support Joe's side of the argument.
The vast majority, 87% of scientists, said that human activity is driving global warming.
Yeah, I don't believe this like at all, just so you know.
Which resulted in Candace implying that they were specifically searching for data to support what Joe already believed.
I guess look up the opposite, right? Instead of looking for what you're searching for, looking for what you're not looking for.
I didn't search for it. That's what I found when I searched it.
Joe then doubled down on just how detrimental the climate situation could be.
This could negatively impact all sorts of coastal cities. This could be a gigantic problem. This is not like propaganda that's drummed up by some sort of big business that seeks to make money off of this.
Yet Candace showed no interest in changing her belief on the topic, escalating the conflict even further.
I don't believe it's real, okay? So I can't sit here.
But here's the question. But why have a belief? Why have a belief as to whether or not global warming is real or not real?
Because I just find that when things
you don't understand the science.
You are correct.
But why have a belief in it?
Right. So it's not a belief. It's not a belief in it. I don't believe in it.
Joe was eventually able to get Candace to admit that she didn't really know what she was talking about.
How about not have a belief until you really have looked
so
at the
you
data?
would prefer if my language, as opposed to admitting that I do not know this, I wouldn't die until I've never made a video, I've never made a public statement. You would have preferred if I had just started by saying I have no opinion.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. You say
but I said I didn't know.
No, you say I don't believe.
So not even a hot take. This is this is honestly some of the best advice I can ever give you guys. if you don't know something or you do not have enough information about something that you were talking about, but maybe your peers or your friends or whoever else you're having a conversation with do, and if they are actually your friend and they're actually caring about what is being discussed, don't try to bullshit some position that you have on this case, because it's not going to work. Just say that you don't have enough information. Say that you need to get more education about what is being discussed, because otherwise you're either going to A, make yourself look like an idiot, B, piss off the people you're talking about and make yourself look like an idiot, C, really take the wrong stance and offend a lot of people, or D, all of the above. So there's no shame in saying that you do not know enough about something to have an opinion. People who do will be more than happy to share information, share resources for you to take time and learn and develop these ideas. That is the best thing that you can do as a human. Don't think the way that other people think. Take time, use your critical reasoning, and assess all of the information before you come to an opinion. Never make half-baked opinions, because that is what causes some of the worst things in the world. When uneducated or uninformed people make broad sweeping statements about things that they do not understand. Trust me, this will save you so much hardship in life, professionally, in a relationship, with friends, any way that this goes. It is better to admit that you are ill-informed or not informed than it is to pretend that you are.
Believe in it.
Yeah.
I don't believe in it. You're saying really clearly that you don't think it's real.
However, Eddie Bravo was significantly more stubborn, who found himself in an argument with Joe after refusing to let go of the idea that the Earth was flat.
Show me a real picture. Show me a real picture.
Listen, NASA.
I don't even think I need to say it again. Go fucking look at the horizon. The Earth is round.
Does not have one of those satellites.
Fake.
Why does it look fake?
It looks like something you would see in a movie.
That's because when they do it in a movie, they try to make it look like this, which is what looks real. Why would it be fake?
Propaganda, man.
After Eddie kicked off the argument by claiming that every round picture of the Earth is fake, Joe continued the conversation by requesting to see a legitimate photo of a flat Earth.
Is there a photo of this flat Earth?
No, I don't. Like I just said again.
That's what I
there's
asked.
there's no photo of the flat Earth from space. There's no photo of the round Earth from space.
That's not true.
Well, there's pictures of the round Earth. There's no pictures of a flat Earth. I just just do your fucking research.
That's not true.
It's all fake.
No, why do you say they're fake, though?
They look fake. They look CGI.
But you're not an expert in imagery.
After being backed into a corner, Eddie made the argument that the sources Joe was using were being paid for to keep the conspiracy going.
Where did you get this information?
Jamie.
Where'd you get it?
Where'd I get what?
This information. Where is this coming from?
This is coming off the internet.
Exactly. So you're reading
Journal.
some information.
Oh my
I'm
God.
reading some information.
Bro, my internet resources and sources are more official than your sources. I don't care that you're using the fucking NASA's website. This guy on Reddit sent me a link to this weird website that ends in .gg saying that the Earth is flat and that y'all are sheeple. So I'm going to believe the Earth is flat. Fuck science.
You didn't go to the library. It's on Wikipedia.
Slow down.
Eddie, stop.
There's
Oh.
sources here.
You didn't go to the library and do your own fucking research. Yeah, my guy. Let me just fucking go to space and take some pictures and get firsthand fucking knowledge of space. People that argue that there's a flat Earth. If you believe the Earth is flat, I'm just going to say this now. Don't subscribe to my channel. I don't want you here.
There's a book called the American Journal of Science. I'm sure that a lot of people respect
which is
that.
bought and paid for.
Well, maybe.
Why would anybody be paying money for people to lie about the world spinning?
Which is followed by Eddie stating that there was no evidence to confirm that the Earth was in fact spinning.
Eddie, people have known it's spinning forever. That's how the seasons
Gravity,
work.
baby.
That's how you see the sun. We spin around. That's why it
Okay,
makes
explain this
eclipses.
to me.
That's why you can
age,
track
too.
time zones. That's why you can put a piece of stick in the ground.
You're saying all the correct shit.
It acts as a sundial.
After over 40 minutes of back and forth between the two, Joe completely lost it.
Eddie.
I used to say the same
Eddie,
stuff.
you're talking about the
I
Earth being
said this-
flat.
that was-
Thousands
I'm
of
saying the
scientists
same
have
thing.
looked into it. You think they're all wrong? That's so insane.
You haven't looked into it.
I have.
No, you have.
So, total side note for a second. I just realized that the thingies on my seat. Sorry, this is like super ADHD of me, but like I have the Secret Labs chair, and I just realized that like these arm thingies move. Oh, this is cool. Sorry, let's get back to the fucking video.
Oh my god. How could I not have? You don't think I have? Eddie, there's websites dedicated to debunking it. There's so many people working on these things, Eddie. The idea that they're all in on some sort of a giant global lie is insane.
However, while this argument could certainly be dismissed as a bit of banter between two friends, the same can't be said for the argument between Joe and Matt Walsh, who began the heated exchange after claiming that gay marriage shouldn't be allowed, as it threatens the institution of traditional marriage.
But then why are you opposed to two gay people doing that?
It's not about choice. It's about what this institution, marriage is an institution, and what is it, and what purpose does it serve?
Joe then made the point that a gay marriage doesn't damage a straight marriage in any way.
I don't think gay people and gay people getting married in any way, shape, or form changes a bond that you have with your wife.
To which Matt responded with the following point.
If marriage is not what I'm saying it is, why do we even need it? A thing that actually exists, which are man, woman couples creating babies.
But after Matt stated that the point of a marriage was for a man and a woman to make babies, Joe questioned the following.
If marriage is only for procreation and to bond a family together,
Why are there
what
tax
about
cuts?
people that are deeply in love that never want to have children?
I don't think it's not only procreation.
Right, but if people want to be married and
Nah,
don't want to ever have
this guy,
children, are you opposed to them being married?
I think this would be a couple that is rejecting one of the fundamental aspects of marriage. They should be open to life. I would hope that in the future they would be.
It seemed as though Joe and Matt could have argued back and forth for hours on end. But what happens when Joe
That guy can
invites
go
one of his
suck
haters
eggs.
onto the podcast? This is what happened with Brian Dunning, who had written an article claiming that Joe was one of 10 celebrities who promote harmful pseudoscience, in which he'd write, "Comedian Joe Rogan does what he can to promote virtually any conspiracy theory that he stumbles onto, apparently accepting them all uncritically with a
Yeah,
wholesome
Joe Rogan.
embrace."
Wait, so let's just get this out of the way. I don't really ever watch Joe Rogan Experience. I said that at the top of this section, but just because a lot of people do, and like, yeah, sometimes he knows what he's talking about, sometimes he has the right take, doesn't mean that Joe Rogan should be your end all be all source of knowledge or information for any topic that you feel you want to learn about. He can introduce you to new topics that are being discussed in the world, but he should not be your only point of reference. The debate about gay marriage, that guy is so off the bat because he believes in what I would argue is a traditional Christian Protestant marriage, where you're supposed to get married, you're supposed to have kids, and you're supposed to go to church every fucking day and suck the priest's dick because religion wants you to be a slave to the ideals that they hold. That's just my take. I grew up having to go to Catholic school, and I am actually pretty well informed about the Roman Catholicist religion, Roman Catholicism, and the religion and their practices. They're not all bad. I don't agree with a lot of it, but a lot of it is just systematically traditionalized and ingrained into people who grow up and are never shown the other side. So to say that marriage is strictly for procreation is just wrong, and to say that it is fundamental of marriage, like a fundamental aspect of marriage that defines what marriage is to have children, is absurd. Because if you look at other religions, and like I don't want to talk about this too much because, again, I don't know everything, and I'm just kind of like, this led me a little heated. You don't always marry for children. You marry for power. How do you explain arranged marriages between families of power? I mean, sure, they're going to have kids, but having a kid isn't the primary goal. The primary goal is peace or trade routes or some sort of political thing. Marriage is typically used as a pawn in a greater scheme, at least in the past. Now, it's just about love, and you should be allowed to love whoever you love, and you should be able to marry whoever you want. Unless it's an animal. But I digress. Love is love. Let anyone get married if they want to get married. Back to this guy, going off of what I said, Joe Rogan should not be your only point of context or information for any sole thing, because yes, he sometimes has bad takes.
He believes the Apollo astronauts did not land on the moon. He believes the US government was behind the 9/11 terrorist attacks. He believes the Oliver Stone version of the Kennedy assassination. He believes that aliens crashed at Roswell in 1947 and the government is covering it up. Joe, if you're gonna put so much effort into promoting conspiracy theories and eroding what little rationality the public has left, at least have the courage to come forward with a cogent argument and well-sourced evidence instead of the lameness of I'm just the guy asking questions. Take the responsibility. Joe would take this responsibility by inviting Dunning onto the podcast, which resulted in a 3-hour back and forth arguing about everything, beginning with conspiracy theories.
Well, it's just factually inaccurate on so many different levels. I don't understand why you wrote it like that. Like, there's things that you said that I believe that I don't, that I've never said that I do.
Before eventually concluding with diet and alcohol.
It's not correct. That's not the way the body works. That's not the way the digestion system works. When you say that there's a supplement that can prevent you from getting drunk, you're I'm sorry, you are against all reasonably established science, and you're trying to make a buck off of people potentially getting killed. And I had a huge problem with that to the point that I had to turn the show off.
However, if we're on the topic of diet and alcohol, then we have to look at the Joe Rogan Experience number 1267, which became one of Joe's most heated episodes after two opposing diet specialists began to argue about nutrition.
To this energy. No, Gary, you talked for a long time, and I'm going to talk for as long as I want now.
Throughout the whole episode, the two guests were continually mocking each other in a very subtle way.
How does the brain regulate that?
I didn't say it regulated that.
Gary, hold on.
That's fascinating. But how does the brain do that?
Which accompanied other segments where the guests made it very obvious that they hated each other.
Data are very clear on that, Gary. So
no.
Yes, they are. Look, we have data.
We can't say things like that, Stefan, because we're going to disagree on what the data say.
Let's move on. You think they ate mostly fish? That's incorrect. Okay, according to the data. I remember you saying that in your book, something to that effect.
Stefan, read what you've got.
These people are fucking
okay.
insane.
Anyway.
These are just two male vegan teachers. Prove me wrong.
Just read what I say.
Let's go on.
We don't have to argue about it. Read what I say.
I'm going to move on here.
The adversity between the two guests became so great that Joe had to intervene on more than one occasion.
Gary, I really continue to get the feeling that you do not understand human energetics. Because that's not how it works.
Well, no, I'm just saying 10 calories stored in the fat tissue. That's 10 just calories, mathematics.
10 calories.
I didn't say anything about
Gary,
how much you have to eat.
I'm not done.
Did that guy just say that every cell of fat holds 10 calories?
Okay, no, but you're insulting
What?
me,
Gary.
Stefan. You got to stop doing that, dude.
Gary.
You keep acting like you think I'm an idiot.
All right, are you done now? Are you done?
Can we be clear that we're talking about...
Are you done now?
Can I just finish this?
No, you can't until I'm done.
So funny. This is like, are you done? Are you done? It's literally like the teenage drama high school shit. These people are supposed to be experts in their fields.
Respond, write down notes on what you want to respond to, and after he's done, you can talk
Yeah, but we're going to get into a long discourse on something that's not the point.
Like, Joe Rogan is literally being like, take out a piece of paper, write down what you want to talk about, and we will circle back to it. And this guy doesn't want to fucking do that because he's got a stick up his ass and needs to hear his own voice 24/7 because he doesn't want to hear opposing points of view.
Well, let's find out if it is the point. We don't know what he's going to say.
Thank you. Okay.
But despite this, the two diet experts failed to agree on almost anything.
What do you disagree with?
Well, virtually everything.
As we've seen so far, Joe Rogan is pretty good at keeping his cool whenever things get spicy. However, in a recent episode with Dave Portnoy, Joe struggled to keep his cool after Dave stated that Tommy Fury wasn't a real boxer.
I saw Tommy Fury box. He is not.
All right, so I just real quick, like Dave Portnoy, right? He made bar stools, and he's famous for doing pizza reviews. What else has he really done? Like, I'm legitimately asking that because, like, I would like to know what else he has done. Because, like, I only know about bar stools and like the pizza. Like, okay, yeah, he's an internet celebrity. He started Barstool Sports, and he does the pizza reviews, the One Bite with Davey Page views. And then he got into some stuff for labor investigation in 2019. He tried to run for mayor of Boston in 2013. Thank God I didn't live here then. He ran as a libertarian. And then he failed to get enough. Okay. In 2021, he rose a bunch of money for small businesses. Or in 2020, he raised a lot of money for small businesses during COVID. He's been arrested. He's been detained twice at in NFL-related instances. In 2015 in New York, and in 2019, he got detained at the Super Bowl because he created fake passes to attend a press event the day prior. Seems like a great guy. And then in 2021, Business Insider exposed the alleged sexual misconduct that he was violent and aggressive encounters. He had 3 separate violent and aggressive sexual encounters with young women, and that he had filmed the women without their consent. In 2022, February, there were more sexual assault and harassment claims by the young women published on a second expose from Business Insider. Portnoy announced a lawsuit against the publication, and a federal judge dismissed the lawsuit in November of last year. And just recently, like within the last 2 days, in February of 23, he has now dropped his appeal over that lawsuit. So that's who Dave Portnoy is. He's the guy who does Barstool and has a bunch of controversy around him.
Not a boxer.
Well, he's definitely a boxer.
Well, he puts on gloves.
He's definitely a boxer.
Dave went on to make the point that Tommy was only famous due to his brother's name.
We would not know who Tommy Fury was if his last name wasn't Fury.
Probably we wouldn't know as much about him.
I don't.
But he's still a good-looking guy. He's built great. He looks
well,
like
those are,
he
yeah.
looks the part.
Looks the part.
And while the conversation was somewhat amicable in the beginning, the tension escalated after Jamie pulled up a video of Tommy Fury's boxing.
Look at this. Look at this. He's fighting a professional boxer. The guy's fighting looks good. Dude, you're crazy if you don't think Tommy Fury's a boxer. Look at that uppercut. Watch this.
Find the Tommy Fury. Find the Tommy Fury fight. Can you find me the record of Volkanovski?
This. Stop. Watch this. Watch this. Look at this. You're out of your mind if you don't. Look at this. Look at your right hand.
This guy's literally beating the shit out of him, and he's saying he's not a fighter.
No, he is 100% a legitimate professional boxer. If you don't think so, you're just being a hater.
The argument between Joe and Dave felt like it was coming from a fun perspective. However, Joe Rogan's argument with Adam Conover was significantly less friendly, which began when Adam stated that he saw nothing wrong with transgender athletes.
Sports with
wait, isn't this the guy from College Humor?
Athletes who are
yeah, I think this is the guy from College
with
Humor.
with their gender, right? That is a sporting world that I'm Morgan.
from a fun Conover was significantly
Adam
less friendly,
Conover.
which began when Adam stated that he saw nothing wrong with transgender athletes.
Sports with trans athletes who are, competing with,
This is the guy Adam Ruins Everything, right? And he worked for College Humor. Yeah, Adam Ruins Everything.
their gender, right? That is a sporting world that I'm more interested in.
Joe responded to Adam's position by making the point that it's unfair for a biological man to compete against women.
If you're a woman and you're a natural woman and you don't take any extra hormones or male hormones, you're not taking steroids or any sort of performance enhancing drugs, you're doing your very best to compete and you're at the top of the heap. But then someone comes along that was a man for 30 years and decides that they're going to be a woman, and this has happened, and literally transitioned a few months ago, and competes as a woman and destroys records and dominates you in that sport. That's not competing on a level
like
playing field. It's
that's
not
just
fair.
needing
It's
to change.
is as much cheating as taking steroids when the other person doesn't.
I disagree, and I've.
What do you disagree about?
I've already. Well, I don't think that there is such a thing as a perfectly level playing field. I think we decide what kind of playing field we want to have.
Sure, but we do make the distinction where we don't allow men to compete in women's divisions.
And I think that distinction may be breaking down a bit, right? And I think it may be time to break down that distinction a little
So
bit.
you think that males should be able to compete in the women's division of weightlifting?
No, I don't necessarily.
But they can if they transition.
Well, first of all, the
debate became even more heated.
I feel like, so just hot take here, and this is kind of honestly what I believe. I believe that everyone should be allowed to compete. If you are trans, then you should be allowed to compete in the section that you identify as. But I do not believe that records should be taken. I believe that, and this might be controversial, so hate me if you guys want, or argue with me in the comments of this video and let me know. I feel as though a trans athlete should be allowed to compete in the gender category that they identify as. But there should be separate records for those things. Because, yes, if a trans woman who comes in and breaks the world record for, like, the heaviest lift for a female, I feel that should not take away from the achievement that a natural... See, this is where it gets hard, because I don't want to say, like, I don't want to get into this too much, but there is, I think, in terms of achievement, there should be some sort of distinction, because if you have a 30-year-old woman, right, a 30-year-old female who was born a female and identifies as a female and has trained her entire life for a sprint, like a 100-meter sprint, right, and she sets the record, and just in this hypothetical, let's say she can do 100 meters in 9 seconds, right? And now we have a 30-year-old trans woman who was born a male, identified as male until they were 25, but for the last 5 years they have undergone a sex change and they are identifying as a female now, but they still have the muscle mass of their first 25 years of life, and they come and they were also training to be a 100-meter dash, and they come in and they set the record at 7 seconds, 2 seconds faster than the female record previously was. I think that those records should each be kept, but they should hold records in different categories. And I hate using, like, natural versus, like, transitioned, but in that sense, there should maybe be some sort of difference there. But that's the only difference. Like, if someone... People should be able to compete. They should just be able to compete. There shouldn't be that much drama
After
around
the two got onto the topic of transgender children.
If you're shooting hormones into a child and you're affecting the child's development, you're saying that's not a choice. That's nonsense. Of course it's a choice. You're choosing to chemically change this child's body.
Which then turned into a weird debate about the existence of alpha males.
It's not scientific, but it is true that women are hardwired to be attracted to confident, athletic men.
I don't know if I agree with that. But
really?
Yeah.
But if you ask girls, like, what are you into? And you say, are you into tall, muscular, confident men who are also nice to you? Jesus Christ, it's going to be off the charts. It's going to be like most of them.
I'm really not sure that's the case.
Really?
However, at least Joe was sober.
I feel like
for the
that'd be a
Adam Conover
biased sample
debate,
group.
as alcohol was one of the main drivers for Joe's heated 2017 argument with Steven Crowder, which began with Steven stating that the legalization of weed has led to an increase in motor vehicle accidents.
Traffic fatalities regarding marijuana have skyrocketed.
Google that, because that's nonsense.
No,
you
we
know,
wrote
No.
drunk driving arrests have dropped. What do you mean first of all,
Yeah, we wrote about what the sources are, the original studies.
Steven then tried to convince Joe that he didn't really care about the use of weed.
I don't care about it.
Yeah, you do.
I don't care.
You're the guy that thinks people should be able to do whatever. You're a free
Yes,
market guy,
that's
right?
what I just said.
So if you're a free
Smoke
market
pot.
guy, why wouldn't you be in support of something, whether it's the most
I just
beneficial
said I am.
or equally
I just
beneficial?
said I am.
But you're not necessarily, because
I
you're
am.
denying.
But because
you're
right now of the
denying
chemical.
Which is followed by Joe mocking Steven for his attitude.
things that are good. And don't shore, man. Just like you don't shore turmeric, you don't shore ginger, you don't shore a reduced sugar diet. All those things that reduce inflammation are good for you.
I don't buy that smoking marijuana would be as beneficial as a reduced sugar diet.
After bringing up a study to support Joe's point, the following exchange ensued.
Since marijuana legalization, highway fatalities in Colorado are at
Well, hold on a
near
second.
historic lows.
You haven't bringing up the source that you want to find.
Washington
Bring up the
Post!
study right there. Yeah, Washington Post. Bring up the study that we wrote. We wrote about it on our website.
Look, I don't care about your website. Since marijuana legalization, highway fatalities in Colorado
Since you
are
called me
at
since you called me hold on a second. Since you called me
And after Joe sobered up the following day, he issued an apology for the way he acted during one of the most heated arguments in Joe Rogan history. Jakishi was on.
All right. I will be right back. I have to run to the bathroom quick. I'll be right All right. What's up? I'm back. And we're going to continue on with our next video, our last video, actually, before we get into Hi-Fi Rush. And that is the sad life of YouTube's most canceled creator. Now, I have no idea who this guy is. So let's learn.
Jakashi was on track to become the next big Minecraft YouTuber until he was cancelled over 40 times in less than 7 days. Who was Jakashi, what did he do, and how has his life been impacted as a result of these actions? Let's begin by looking at an early video posted to his Twitter, during which Jakashi would give a quick overview of who he was.
Hello, my name is Jakashi Demetrius. I'm a 22-year-old Minecraft and just chatting streamer, and I've been streaming for like 7 years. My favorite part about streaming is the fact that I get to meet awesome people and make amazing friends.
There were definitely some elements of weird in this introductory video, such as him calling himself a cat boy.
It's time for my lore. I'm a cat boy.
While showing his cat ear collection before stating this.
I can meow if you want.
But for the most part, this video was fairly innocent.
So, hi, my name is Frenchie or Ian, and I have no fucking clue what a cat boy is. I just smoke a lot of weed and like making YouTube videos and streaming.
With his solid reputation being summarized by the countless positive replies. In other Twitter threads, Jakashi was described as not only one of the best people I know, but also one of the best and most hardworking CCs I know, helping Jakashi to get noticed by Dream, who randomly raided Jakashi's Twitch channel.
Wait, what? 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 Huh? Hello? What? There's no way. Wait, yo, what the what? Welcome everybody, what the? Hello and welcome to the stream, everybody. What? I'm trying not to cry. Thank you guys so much. You love my nails. Thank you. Thank you for all the gifteds. Thank you for all the biddies, the follows. Dream, yes, actually Dream.
Before Dream would double down on the kind gesture by donating $2,000 to him.
Dream, there's no freaking way. A $2,000 donate. Dream. What the heck? Thank you so much. What?
According to a former friend by the name of Pocket, Jakashi was an extremely hard worker and therefore deserved the recognition.
Jakashi was somebody who always worked hard, you know, he never gave up, he kept things pushing when his support wasn't there, and this is just well deserved, man. I'm just super happy for you, so congratulations, Jakashi.
And to the credit of Jakashi, he was extremely grateful for the shout out, posting on Twitter, "Invest in Jakashi stonks right now. Thank you, Dream was taken. You and your community are amazing," which received replies of further praise such as, "You deserve it, you seem so chill." After being rated by Dream, Jakashi's Twitch viewership exploded.
Jakashi was getting like 30 to 60 viewers per stream. This is game changing. Now he's getting a couple hundred.
While almost every single tweet he'd post began to receive between 100 and a couple thousand likes.
And he's getting like thousands of likes per tweet now, like 1 to 2,000, which is insane, bro, like just overnight.
Additionally, his follower counts grew to 57,000 on Twitch, 27,000 on TikTok, 7,000 on YouTube, and more than 10,000 on Twitter, with this growth being highlighted in a tweet reading, "I'm still so shocked that I went from like 1.5k-ish to 11.5k-ish
That's
in like
the dream,
4
I
days.
mean.
You guys are bonkers," which once again prompted
Content
reply after
creation is
reply of people reiterating just how much he deserved the
30%
growth.
luck.
However, Jakashi's biggest success would come 4 months after these tweets, when he announced on the 24th of October 2021 that he'd been invited by Dream to join his
Can I just make kind of a funny comparison here? Like, I'm not trying to throw shade at Dream, but Dream has allegations of grooming, and then it seems like this guy also has some sort of bad allegations. It's just kind of funny because similar people work with similar people.
SMP. What's this? I'm one of the newest members of Dream SMP. Can't wait to make new friends and great memories. The reason this post received over 26,000 likes and hundreds of positive comments was because being invited to the Dream SMP was like winning the lottery for Minecraft content creators. For example, Tommy Innit gained 8 million subscribers in the 12 months after he joined the Dream SMP, while almost every other member has an extremely recognizable name as a partial result of the server's influence. Therefore, being invited to the Dream SMP gave Jakashi an extremely high probability that he was going to be one of the next big names amongst that group, with his Twitch gaining over 32,000 followers after announcing that he joined the server. Jakashi instantly began to exhibit the same kind of outlook and attitude as these other Minecraft streamers, making a Twitter post only 1 day after being accepted into the SMP reading, so I had something brought to my attention that one of my new mods said something that wasn't okay in any circumstance. They have been unmodded because that doesn't fly with me at all. That isn't the kind of stuff I want in my chat, not from mods, not from anyone. Love you guys. For people asking for context, there was something said about self-harm and it wasn't okay, with this post seemingly try to establish the idea that he was of good morals and could do nothing wrong, which also...
Whoa. He banned a moderator. He unmodded a moderator in his chat because they were talking about self-harm. I don't know, so I don't want to talk too soon here, but like talking about self-harm isn't necessarily a bad thing. Being more open and having like better conversations about self-harm is a key to combating people from hurting themselves. So I don't know, like, unless he told someone to like go unalive themselves, which isn't okay, but if they're talking about like, oh, I used to cut myself, I used to self-harm, then that's a little fucked up.
also seemed to be the goal of his countless other tweets where he was trying to come off as extreme.
Okay, Sleeping Now, but I want to remind you guys are loved and valid. So this guy's trying to be like positivity, and honestly, people like this in my mind are fake. Like, you can't always be positive. You can't always love yourself. I'm fucking depressed as shit right now, but like, I'm doing what I enjoy, so I'm happy in this moment, but I know that the happiness is fleeting. And like, I know that there are people that like want to always be positive, but I feel like having a positive, like a fake positivity like this is often either fake or it causes you to burn out because you're not being real.
Extremely nice and overly accepting of others. However, you should always be cautious of a creator who seems too nice, because everybody has an unseen dark side, and perhaps Jakishi's overwhelming kindness was
That's
nothing
what I'm
more than a
saying.
cover-up for his own horrible past. My experience with Jakishi/Demetrius popped up on the 26th of October 2021, only 2 days after he was accepted into the Dream SMP. It had been posted by a user named Ren, who had attached a tweet longer which read as follows. Due to the recent event of him joining a considerably large content creator group and gaining exponentially more exposure, I feel like it's my responsibility to bring this to light in order to prevent this person from taking advantage of more young girls. Twitlonger then explained that the two had begun talking when she was 14, Jakishi was 18 or 19, and that things had gotten heated in the chat pretty quickly. The two had joked about sending pictures to each other, which they would eventually do, and had also talked about meeting up, quote, "If we would have met up that summer, I would have been 15 while he was 20, alone in a hotel with a man who said that he would try to not make sexual advances on me." The post concluded by stating, "I can no longer ignore it, as his audience of young and impressionable girls is growing by the second. I blocked him on Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram several months ago after we eventually grew apart, and have not spoken to him since. I also know that I was not the only underage girl that he was sexual with." Ren had all of the screenshots.
Yo, she has
With
receipts.
the expose receiving over 50,000 likes. It was only...
Wait, I want to move. Let's move this so we can read this real quick for you guys. She says, "I'll go off myself then," and he's like, "No." And she said, "I'm kidding. I'm gonna cry. No, I wouldn't go out like that. I just want to call." And then he says, "You haven't even sent nudes yet. You can't die." This dude, if she had sent him nudes, he wouldn't give a fuck if she offed himself.
Only going to be so long until
Herself.
Dream realized what was going on, who would take to his private Twitter in a post reading, "Remove Demetrius from the SMP for gross accusations that he also confirmed privately were accurate. No questions, no toleration.
Oh, okay, so he owned, at least he
Disgusted and
owned up to
incredibly
it right away.
disappointed. We'll never let things like this stop me from trying to uplift members of the community and smaller content creators. It's part of what makes our community great.
Surprised I
So
didn't hear
stick
about this with all
together,
the
be
chain
there for
drama.
people who need it and always be safe online. However, Jikeshi being removed from the Dream SMP was really only the beginning of his problems. On the original expose, a user by the name of Mackerel had replied by stating, "My friend had a bad experience with him too," indicating that Jikeshi may have been a repeat offender. Well, over the next 24 hours, 18 different people came forward explaining that they had had a similar experience. We talked on Discord and it started out innocent until he suggested that we add each other on Snap. He'd bring up my age pretty often and always ask me if I'd never tell anyone because he doesn't want to get exposed like he is right now. Like this was his biggest fear. He brought it up so often that I don't know how I missed the fact that he had other victims. The funny thing is that after I turned 18, he never interacted with me in a sexual way again. I was a young minor, 12 to 14, not saying specific age. I told him I wasn't comfortable with those jokes and how he needed to stop. He never stopped. He continued. I didn't want to completely cut connections with him because I trusted him. He was my best friend and I didn't want to lose the person I enjoyed talking to. We were 11/12. We lied about our age. Said I was 13. We were on a Discord server with Jikeshi. We ended up DMing each other because of a mutual friend and became pretty good friends. At first he seemed nice and we had a pretty normal relationship, but about a month or so in, it became very weird. He would ask to call us constantly even when I said no, and make NSFW jokes to us even when we said we were uncomfortable. By the following day, the count of allegations had reached 30, and by the end of the week, approximately 41 people had come forward, all of which citing a very similar experience. Jikeshi's bizarre post from earlier, requesting that his fans apply to be his children, had suddenly aged incredibly poorly, to the extent that he didn't even try to issue any kind of apology, and instead simply disappeared from the internet. His Twitch channel was terminated for breaking terms of
He
service,
had a
while
child
he deleted every
application.
single video from his YouTube channel. His TikTok was deleted, his Instagram was erased, and even his merch store was taken down completely. The only piece of remaining Jikeshi social media is his Twitter, which sits vacant following his final tweet of nothing more than the word Minecraft with a smiley face. So where is he now? Jikeshi was smart enough to never give out his surname, possibly because he knew he might end up in this situation, and as a result there's very little info on what ended up happening to him. There are Reddit threads such as this one questioning whatever happened to Jikeshi after the drama, although besides from some people hoping that he ended up in prison,
jail.
the only information we have is, for all we know, he disappeared.
Damn.
I really wasn't planning.
We're not gonna watch this, but wow. Huh. That is kind of really fucked up. And when I say kind of really fucked up, I mean that's really fucked up. Yeah, wow. On a happier note, let's play some games. I think we can play. I want to play some Hi-Fi Rush. We're getting close to finishing it, I think. It appears as though I think there's 12 stages total, and I think we've done 5 or 6 of them. So that should be good. It's going to take me a little bit to get back into the game because it's a rhythm game, and if you guys have caught any of the past streams, you know that I don't have much rhythm, so... But I am enjoying this game a lot. I did also switch to normal mode because I just don't.
What's up, Jack?
Does she not do the... I forgot he does the...
Oh.
Macaron. Let's add one of those. Won't have enough for that. We could get more, but I want directional parry, air parry. Steel counter, cool. Alright, so now we should be able to do a little bit more parrying and countering. Checkpoint data. Let's continue the stage. We're on track 6. And like I said, there's 12 tracks, so...
Should be just ahead.
And we're one step closer to Corsica.
That went pretty well up there. You breaking me out, working together.
That's what we do, little guy. We're a team.
Yeah.
Alright. Somehow the defect who I thought we secured got away. What the hell? Not only that, he affects their security system. I should be angry, but let's just say my feelings right.
Sorry, I don't know if you guys can hear, but Tate is losing his mind, and I'm checking the security cameras. He is just barking to bark. Maybe it's time for his nap. Down. Alright.
Next. Yeah. Next.
A vague praise. I'll take it.
In other words, APB on the kid. See him, call it in.
I love these little robots.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I also, one second here.
Watch out, Chai. They're ready to ambush you on the lift.
Oh, these guys are like the dude upstairs. They don't know me. See? Sup, fellow Vandalay employees? Catching the lift?
Yep. Security T, just as
There's the
always.
defect. Stop him!
Nah, this is the guy that fixes the security system, man.
Idiot! That's the defect!
Oh, I like the security guy. I like this maintenance guy. I don't want to hurt the blue guy.
Sorry.
Mind if I join?
A little sad I didn't get to fight here, but that's whatever.
Hey!
Sorry, mate.
Let's get this rolling.
Anytime now.
Hold them off. Next up, Corsica's wing. Expect the worst.
Oh, I don't want to hurt the maintenance guys. They were my friends.
Wind in my hair? You know, this is actually refreshing.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying this.
Oh, a little
You're
vacuum
wrong
boat.
for once, Peppermint. Might be smooth riding. Whoa.
Here they come.
Peppermint! Your turn.
Need help?
More coming your way.
Oh my god, I'm missing my... How am I missing my parry so much? Oh my god, my parry... my parry timing is way off. Let's go.
Due to construction, oncoming debris is expected to get irresponsibly close to the lift.
Seriously?
Accidents may result in injuries not covered by our company insurance.
Watch out, Chai!
It's giving me warnings.
Great job, little guy.
That was all? Wait.
Here come reinforcements.
I want to work on my parry. Just shoot. Yeah.
Just let me at him.
No, I want to work on my parries.
More of them coming. Try this out. There we go. Go get him, Chai.
Get him, Macaron.
All eyes on him.
Try this out. Come on. Exploding things. Incoming.
Pro tip. Dodge.
Sure, Peppermint.
Need help? Light him up.
Peppermint. Come on.
Let's go.
Pick me up. Peppermint. Come on.
Let's go.
I'm enjoying the ride. ride, but this is one long tunnel.
I think wing 1 and 2 would be right next to each other, huh?
More construction ahead. Mind the debris. Thank you.
Again? What are they even constructing?
Ah! Fuck! Oh! Ah! Ah! Okay, wait, I have to respond to it with my girlfriend and also try not get hit by this stuff. That's hard. Ah! Oh! 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 Oh no. Oh! Oh!
Okay. Hopefully no more of that.
Alright.
The kid still on the left? Oh, come on, guys. Get it together. Put the brakes on that thing.
Whoa! Gotta get those brakes off. Try this out.
No problem, little guy. Let me have a go.
I'm literally...
Try this out.
No problem, little guy. Oh, got it.
Peppermint, come on.
Let's go.
More brakes?
They're really pulling out all the stops.
Okay, that's the only pun you get for this mission.
Try this out.
Try this out.
Get up.
All right, no problem, guys. Another one down.
Need help? Come on. Macaron, 2 final breaks.
Let me at it.
Last one left.
Finish it off, Macaron. Need help?
Try this out. You got this back. Can't stop us now.
Ooh, let's go.
Now arriving at security wing 2.
Let's go. We did it.
So I was thinking, yeah, with no brakes, how we stop it?
Peppermint, any ideas?
Oh, now you want my help.
Yes, please. Ah, yes, we are going really fucking fast.
Chai, a little space here?
He's using 808 as a shield. Also, if we have this sort of technology, why don't we get to use it more?
Don't worry, you got this. But just in case, you might want to hold on to something. See ya.
What?
Oh, gee.
Don't worry, I got this.
Lift is running a bit late. I'm sure they'll be here. Huh.
arrived at Wing 2.
That was a smooth ride.
Where's 808? Yo, was it just me or did the cat just shit out musical
Security
symbols?
Wing 2. And it looks like they locked me out.
Then we have to force our way in. See anything?
Construction. There might be another way. Oh, no one will see me coming as I sneak into this trap. Going in loud, it seems.
Ready for this?
Cool.
Well, safe to say they know you're here.
Please, Mr. Chai is under great pressure. Best not to apply anymore.
You got this, Chai. Check out construction for a back door.
Positive reinforcement.
Billy, were there any? No. Ooh, chip. Cool.
Here. Well, we do have more pressing matters. Might there be anyone here who knows how to fix the coffee machine? It's only giving out decaf, and with this amount of documentation I need to get through... What? Firmware? What's the coffee machine need a firmware?
What's more important than catching me?
Maybe our
Coffee.
planted seed about Spectra worked?
No way to know for now. Keep moving.
Nice if I could go into the next area on full health, but I don't know if that's gonna be possible.
Let's go! Light 'em up!
Oh, come on. Alright. Do we? Ah! Come on. Alright, I just suck. Oh! Why am I so bad at puzzles? Like, jumping puzzles.
You got this, Mac.
Ready for this?
What?
Let
Oh.
me have them. Here's your ticket in.
Mission report. Just go up.
Up?
Up.
That's it?
Looks like Corsica's in her office and it's on the top floor. Hence, up.
There's gotta be a catch.
Oh, there
Knock on my
is.
door and you're getting
But it's not
transferred.
about your route.
Okay, I'm emotionally ready. What's the catch?
You can't just strong arm Corsica to get her password like the other bosses.
Says who?
Corsica isn't outfitted with Vandalay tech. There's no pass key. She memorizes her passwords.
You'll need to get her to cooperate with us.
What? How am I supposed to do that?
Persuasiveness is indeed not one of Mr. Chai's strong suits.
Cinnamon's right. But we need her password to shut down Spectra. Let's brainstorm here.
An invincible D-parry chip used exclusively become invincible for a short time after performing a just-time directional parry. Damage rebound. Battery magnet. Alright, so I was just using those wrong.
I told you not to forward. Nah.
Let's go. My timing's way off, but that's fine.
Cutting off elevator access.
That's rude. I mean, that's one way to do it.
Is very up. And I just lost the quick way.
Ah, the Chai I know wouldn't let that stop him.
Macaron, you've known me for like 5 hours.
Send any security available to capture him, or at least stall him. I need quiet time right now.
Need help?
Get him, Macaron.
All eyes on him.
You got it, Mac.
Got a roll of my face.
Let's go. Nice. Fuck. I'm literally.
Cinnamon, give me the rundown on Corsica.
Let's see. Hardworking, demanding, lack of humor. All the perfect qualities of a boss.
However, she just joined Vandalay 6 months ago.
It did seem like she's been trying to prove herself to Kale since we ran into her.
That's pretty insecure for head of security.
Hey,
Wait, I wanna
a
get
jump
that
from
piece.
Peppermint. Wherefore?
Oh. Okay.
No test to all security employees. I removed access from elevators temporarily. Please make use of the stairs. It is a healthy alternative.
No.
Here's the old one, too.
I want to get everything I can. Be nice if there's some sort of like secret thing for exploring.
Trying to concentrate.
Alright, now we gotta beat the Shogun guy, which I'm not very good against fighting them yet.
Get up, throw all of my snakes. Here's the old one, too. No trouble, guy.
Alright. Alright, yeah, just do it. Ha! Okay, I'm finally starting to figure out how to beat these guys. Let's go. What the beep?
Macaroon! Sock 'em!
Gotta roll up my sleeves.
Second. Sorry about that. Sorry if you can hear him barking too. I don't know why. What's up with him?
Look at this. Zonzo's out of stock and Roquefort's piling up. I tell ya, you want equality, start with the drinks. We all know the world's stacked against. I'm talking about these drinks. So last thing we want is some of us thinking we don't have a shot. Even though we know, like I have to, but I'm just trying to make ends. You taking notes on this?
I will contact the...
More out-of-sync security notes.
Your specialty, Miss Peppermint. She must be so excited.
Very.
Switch it up!
Try this out.
Okay. Oh, it's the trash truck. What? Alright, let's go down.
Keep moving.
Oh, man. I got it.
That's true. How much farther do I have to go?
No problem, guys.
More of them?
I'm ordering food. There's this like bakery, there's like this Jewish deli in Cambridge near where my girlfriend works, and she's stopping, and I'm very excited because I love the food. They have like some of the best Reubens I've ever had.
We're still thinking?
Think better? We're running out of time.
Well, I don't see you contributing.
Miss Peppermint, please don't confuse Mr. Chai by implying that he is the brains behind the mission.
Exactly. Wait.
Oh, Peppermint. Korsica's in her office, right? See if you can mirror her screen, and we can catch her using her password.
Better than nothing. Try that.
Still wish there was a slightly faster movement. So I still haven't been able to figure out if dashing everywhere is faster than running.
Check out that dude over there. One of the old barely knows what he's doing.
That new model robot, but it keeps giving me its.
Oh, I see it. Cool. Let's, here. Wait, Master Shy. I figured out how to hack into these panels. Oh, Cinnamon hacked into the panels. That's funny. Alright, let's see what we can, if anything, purchase. Special attacks.
The head of security?
Busted.
You broke my concentration. So how about I break you?
How about you just bring me all the way up? Oh, it's a new boss out of me. Oh, that's kind of terrifying. It's like a raptor, shark. Oh, cutscene.
Way to blow it, Peppermint.
Mr. Chai, we all make mistakes, especially you.
The mirroring worked, but only for a minute.
But get this, Chai. She was looking at Spectra files. The stuff about mind control.
She must have forced her way in there.
She really wants to know the truth.
How many more battles do you think we have before we get? I think they showed a lot of floors before we got to security.
Okay, same thing as left.
All right, I'm putting a stop to this.
You know,
That's not bad.
spinning.
Let me know when you decide to give up.
Great, fantastic. Can we get any more lasers?
She's panicking.
I'm panicking. We don't have a plan.
Just give us a second.
Why can't I use my abilities outside of combat? I want to heal.
Pick me up. There we go.
Nice.
What if we trick her?
Why the negative angle? What about trying to reason with her?
The woman who's trying to kill me with lasers?
Well, I got a good feeling. How about that?
I sense that Mr. Giant does not share this uncalculatable good feeling.
This shift blows. Trying to take a nap. These things.
Oh my gosh. Back on edge. I've never noticed the health bar on them before. I keep messing up that.
To all employees suffering from power outages, please wait. Power will not return until excessive laser usage is finished.
Wait, what?
Another one. Pretty awesome. Who's making all these?
Oh, we have 2 out of 24 graffiti. I don't think we're gonna get all the graffiti boys. Go. We almost, no.
Enough games. Call it in. Oh dear.
Get up! Ready for this?
The fuck? What?
Peppermint, next time you say go up, please include a note about distance.
I was afraid of your famous shortcuts, so I kept it simple.
Looks like that's her office. Man, what a commute.
Shit. Let's go.
No problem, guys.
Let's go. Air attacks are just so good. More fighting.
Do not disturb. Sounds definitive.
She locked the doors, but I can still access these. Heard you like air ducts. Go get dirty.
Okay, last chance. What am I doing?
So you're gonna have to wing it and talk to her.
Remember the last time I tried to talk it out? Didn't end well.
Her demeanor is pragmatic, provided you do not escalate.
Talk to her calmly, state the facts.
My specialty. And if things escalate?
Then bring her back here somehow? But please be nice about it.
She's right there. On her computer. And she's still looking at Spectra files.
Okay, that's good. She wants to know more. She'll listen to us.
I'm like a chameleon.
Mr. Chai, are you listening?
Waiting to strike.
Now this is important. All you need is to subtly...
What the?
This isn't what it looks like.
Enough!
She doesn't have any augments. She's just a normal human.
So what does it look like?
That I just want to talk?
I think all my defenses did my talking for me.
All I heard was a lot of meh.
Mr. Chai, do not escalate.
You are such an idiot.
Oh, this is bad.
This is so good.
take
I would be
pride in my
shy.
work. You're not slipping away this time.
sure she wants to kill me.
Try to talk her down.
We saw you spying those Spectra files, so you know I wasn't lying.
Assessing the problem is my job. I don't need you to tell me.
Well, apparently I do, since you aren't getting it.
Don't belittle me.
Chai, don't attack her. Protect yourself.
Okay.
Whoa! Okay, you're serious?
I'm not stopping until you're on the floor.
Just chill, Corsica.
You broke into my office. You destroyed my security.
Yeah, because you're evil. You're evil as shit.
Wow. Do you even listen to what you say?
So, let's put down the sticks.
Not a chance.
Peppermint, your plan
All right.
blows.
This is like stressful.
But I got a better idea. Let's get her really mad.
Keep the attacks coming and wear her down. Chai, you're a genius.
Whoa now.
My hands are getting sweaty because I'm stressed about this. God damn it. Oh my god, come on. We got this. Let's do this.
Tired already?
You got this, Chai.
It
My
would
God.
be wise to not get hit, Mr. Chai.
Oh, no fucking shit. Shut up, game. You think I'm trying to get hit? Alright.
You think you can strong-arm me?
Hey, you chose to fight. Wait, you like puns too?
What? No. Whatever. Let's see how you handle this.
What the?
Caught you off guard.
Okay, scratch parrying everything.
Yeah, that didn't work. Plus, she's totally lying about hating puns.
Just get out of the way, but don't give up.
Unparable in a face-off. Oh my
I
god.
felt a breeze just now. Was that you?
I'll make sure you stay down this time.
She regained some health there.
Way to go, Chai.
I could rock this beat all day. You look like you're sweating.
Impressive. Mr. Chai really is good at aggravating others.
This was known, Cinnamon.
How about this? It's only a matter of time.
God, this is hard.
Stay strong, little guy.
Come on, Chai. Get your act together.
This shit's hard. Fuck off, game. I don't have any rhythm. I'm gonna fucking die. This game's dumb. Like, I'm getting mad. This is so stupid. Like, why would it go from being an entire fucking game about fighting to just a fucking parry simulator?
A floating cat. Ugh, I think I can leave.
Admit it. You're enjoying this.
You cocky loser!
I blocked all your hits. What are you talking about?
This is getting heavy.
Oh, I got health back. Let's
I
go.
worked hard for this job. I won't just give it up.
What are you doing this for? Kale?
What does it matter?
He doesn't care about you. Otherwise, he wouldn't have kept you in the dark.
You don't know that.
I know you're not like the others, Corsica. You can feel something's wrong.
Chai, you are surprisingly convincing.
De-escalating. I think we may have a chance.
Or are you just too oblivious to figure that out?
Oh, come on!
That's it. Now I'm mad.
God damn it, she has more health.
Don't give up now, Chai.
In your own words, you really blew it, Mr. Chai.
Wait, what does oblivious mean?
Enough distractions. Fight's over here, Chai. This'll be over soon.
Mr. Chai, coming this far and losing would be quite embarrassing.
Oh, no shit. Like, this game, the game's kind of starting to annoy me.
You brought this upon yourself.
What the fuck? Are you kidding me? That's fucking dumb. I have to start this whole goddamn stupid fight over again because the game decided to change up the fucking mechanics?
Don't give up now, Chai.
I haven't fucking given up. This game's fucking dumb and you're changing the mechanics of the game mid-fucking game.
Maybe I pushed her a bit too hard.
Like, I'm blocking, I'm parrying. Why am I keep doing this fucking...
In your own words,
wait.
This is... I'm getting annoyed with this game now. Like, I was having fun with it.
This'll be over soon.
How is that a miss? How is that a fucking miss? Block. Dodge. Fuck you. How is that a fucking miss? So she just gets to attack me, but I don't get to attack her? That's fucking stupid as shit. Like, this is so fucking stupid.
It's getting late. I'm supposed to be here.
You're almost there, Chai.
Don't give up.
No shit. This game, We could have easily just beaten her in a fight rather than doing this bullshit pacifist shit. She's literally just wearing down my fucking health bar and I'm doing the fucking right inputs. Block. Dodge. Parry, 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 parry. Fuck you. Dodge. Parry, parry. 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 Dodge. Dodge. Parry. Fuck you. This is stupid. So fucking stupid. I'm annoyed now.
Escape plan, now!
Cinnamon, give me the building schematics.
Right here.
And I'm not gonna be able to fucking fight because I have to carry her now. So like,
Try a private elevator.
See, that kind of makes up for it, but like also.
Personal lift. I'll reroute it to the hideout.
Yeah, she's definitely unconscious.
Whew. See? Everything works out in the end.
You were right about Spectra, but I'll handle it my own way.
We don't have to fight. You can help us.
Oh, Corsica. You're just not
Hale?
bypassing my security to access secret Spectra.
Why would you hide the truth from me?
I need people trusting my vision. You failed that test.
What?
I won't let you build an army of mindless Vandalay soldiers.
What are you talking about? That's not my plan.
Just drop it, Kale.
Actually, it's funny because, see, I'm coming after you. Literally.
Huh?
Oh, you'd never understand the potential of Spectra.
What's the endgame?
I'm securing our future. Please, even you can figure that out.
By controlling the consumers.
It's not control, I'm freeing them.
That's not how I see it.
I don't need to explain myself to a
Hair ties
defect. All you
very
do is
bad
hit
dog.
things with a guitar.
But I'm really good at it.
Ugh. I'm over this. You're not getting in my way any longer, kid.
Forget the password, Chai. Get out of there.
What? No! Not after all this!
Oh, and for you, Corsica, you're fired.
Corsica, watch out!
Chai!
Fired? Oh, no, should have used the flamethrower. Better with this always next time.
Milady? Lady Corsica? Can you hear me?
Your wound was really bad. We didn't have a choice.
Luckily, Miss Peppermint and Sir Macaron are familiar with robotic implants. And with my steady hand...
You saved my life.
Well, keeping you alive was essential to our plan.
Sorry. That's Chai speak for we need your help.
That's some boss you've got there.
Former boss. I joined his company because I believed it was the only one doing things right. And I read those files on Spectra. I've been such an idiot!
Hate to say I told you so.
Chai!
A team is stronger with a common goal.
And like we said, another hand would help.
Come on. Why don't we tell you everything we know?
Ooh, it's getting dark in here.
All of that, right under my nose.
Kale manipulates. It's what he does.
Spectra is almost a manifestation.
He used me and then tried to kill me. I won't let.
So, you're in?
Oh, I'm in. Try.
Cool.
You got.
Let's talk to her.
You wanted to.
So, Chai, I wanted to apologize for not listening.
Can't blame you. Don't think I made a convincing argument back there.
I was so caught up I couldn't see it. Thank you for saving me.
Wow. Not used to compliments.
You may not be slick, but you get it done. I think everyone else is a bit embarrassed to say it.
Well, maybe that'll change someday.
All right. I think I'm gonna call it there on this. We've been live for like 3 hours. Yeah, just about 3 hours. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will be uploading clips and stuff from today, as well as maybe a little commentary or something later on YouTube. So if you're watching this VOD and you don't want to watch the whole VOD, edited down clips will be on the channel sometime either tonight or tomorrow. And maybe I'm going to try to be live tomorrow. If not, I will be back on Monday. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Stay safe if you live in